We're going to answer a question that many sellers have been asking. Is Amazon FBA dead? Amazon's fulfillment program, also known as FBA, is a popular way for businesses to sell their products on the platform, but some have been worried about its viability. In this video, we'll explain the stats and the facts you need to know about Amazon FBA and why it's still a profitable opportunity for sellers. I even found some sellers that are brand new that are making over $60,000 a month in revenue, like this seller here. You can see that they only have 283 reviews and that they are relatively new, but if we look at the estimated sales, we can see that they are selling 2,600 units each month, which totals $756,000 a year. You can also find out how well a product is doing on Amazon by using a software called Helium 10 Chrome extension. Once you have the Chrome extension added, all you do is hit X-ray and it will give you a fairly accurate estimate of the performance of each product. Now, towards the end of this video, I'll explain the number one most important thing to do to be successful on Amazon. But before we get to that, let's start with some stats and some facts about Amazon's marketplace. As of 2021, there were over 2.5 million active sellers on Amazon's marketplace worldwide. That's a lot of sellers, and it can be challenging to stand out in such a crowded marketplace. However, not all of these sellers are using the FBA program. In fact, only about 30% of all Amazon sellers are using FBA. As an FBA seller, your products will have the Prime badge, which will automatically give you a boost of up to 50% in sales, which means you'll have an edge over the competition. On the other hand, Amazon has over 300 million active and loyal customers worldwide. That's a huge pool of potential buyers for sellers to tap into. In fact, in the US alone, Amazon has over 126 million monthly active users, and that's not taking into account that Amazon's customer base is still growing with an estimated 2.4 million new Amazon Prime subscribers every single month. You can see here from the graph that every single year, Amazon has been growing and is forecasting that it will hit $821 billion in revenue by 2025. That means that this is actually the perfect time to start an Amazon FBA business, and it's easier than ever to make money online. That is, if you do it right, which I will talk more about towards the end of this video. Now, the great thing about Amazon FBA is also that Amazon will take complete control of the picking, the packing, the shipping, any returns, and the customer service, which means that it will give you time to invest into your company or to spend that time traveling, doing the things that you love, or spending time with your family. Now, remember that there are different ways to sell on Amazon. There's retail arbitrage, where you find a product that's on clearance, on discount, on sale, some sort of promotion, and you would list that product on Amazon at a regular price and make a fair profit after all the Amazon fees. This is probably not the most sustainable business because it requires the most amount of time. Next is the wholesale model. This is where you would make a deal with the company to receive their products on a wholesale level, and you would retail it on Amazon. This is fairly passive, and all you really need to do is send purchase orders to the supplier to ensure that you have stock at Amazon's fulfillment center for them to fulfill for you. Now, the problem with this method is that the supplier at any time could stop selling the products to you, or if they run out of stock, your business will essentially just drop. Now, the last method is private label, which is what I always recommend because you will be starting your own brand, which can be worth a lot of money down the road, and you will have full control of your products, the inventory, the design, the colors, and pretty much any other aspect of the business. For this, you'll create your own website and you'll promote your own brand and you advertise your own products. And the whole focus is that you grow this brand so it's more recognizable and hopefully worth a lot of money down the road if you decide to sell it. Now, as a new seller, it can be super exciting, but also nerve-wracking bringing in products because it requires a bit of an investment and it requires a risk. So it's important that we do our research and make educated decisions to lower our risk and increase the odds of ensuring that we will be profitable at the end of the day. And that gets me to the most important thing to do as a new Amazon FBA seller, which is making sure that you differentiate. I'm going to say that once more. It's very, very important that you differentiate your product. Spend a significant amount of time researching products, research your competition, research the average amount of sales that product gets, the amount of competition you would have with that product, the seasonality of the product, what color or styles the product is most in demand in, and so forth. Just keep researching, and only after you have researched your product thoroughly, find ways that you can make it different from the competition. You don't want a product that everybody else already has, because at that point you'll be going into a pool with a bunch of sellers who will have a ton of reviews and experience and also the capital to invest on their product, and that's a battle that you probably won't win. Instead, you need to create a product that's different from everyone else's. For example, if everyone has a mug that's black, do your research and see if there's a demand, and see if there is demand for a pink mug with, let's say, a funny quote on it. And if there is demand for that, well, now you have a unique product and you're able to charge more money for it because you have no competition. If you'd like to see a full step-by-step video on how to do product research, leave a comment in the video below and I'll make sure I get to that. So I hope that this video made it clear that there's still plenty of opportunities for sellers to find success on Amazon. And thanks again for watching, and I really hope that this video has provided you with stats and facts you need to know about selling on Amazon FBA.